Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to today's session of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yesterday, we heard that Srila Vyasadeva was despondent because he had not glorified the Lord in all his scriptures. So, his spiritual master, Devrishi Narada, came to him and advised him that you should glorify the Lord. So you should write a new literature in which you have to glorify the Lord. So he was inspired to write the Srimad Bhagavatam, and in this process Narada Rishi said why it is important to glorify the Lord, because unless you do devotional service, it is very difficult to attain happiness. And in this connection, Narada Rishi, he told his own past life story to Srila Vyasadeva. In his past life, Narada Rishi was the son of a maidservant. And that maidservant used to serve in a temple with the Brahmanas. Once upon a time, a few Vedantis, they came to that temple, and during the Chaturmas time, the 4 months of the rainy season, they took shelter in that temple and they stayed there. And naturally, being the maid servant of the temple, Narada Rishi's mother, she started serving those Vedantis, and Narada Rishi was a small boy of 5 years, so he also started serving the Vedantis with his mother, and very sincerely he used to serve the devotees. So once he was serving the devotees and there was some leftover prasadam. So with the consent of the devotees, Narada Rishi partook the prasadam, Mahaprasad of the devotees. Now Mahaprasad of a devotee is very, very purifying. The dust of the lotus feet from a great devotee, the Mahaprasad of a great devotee, it's directly their blessings to us. So you should hanker for this kind of mercy from great devotees. So then Narada Rishi, he started taking the remnants regularly from the devotees, and he used to serve them very nicely. So the Vedantis, they were very, very happy, and they initiated Narada Rishi with the principles of Bhakti Yoga. And Narada Rishi used to follow it very nicely. And he said that, see, like an iron rod, when kept in fire, first it will turn red hot, then it will turn white hot, and it will start behaving like fire itself. Now, Narada Rishi, since he was in constant association with the devotees, the same effect happened to Narada Rishi, and he was well connected in his devotional service, and slowly he became very fixed in his service. After the 4 months were over, the Chaturmasya was over, the devotees left for their destination. Narada Rishi was feeling very much separation from the devotees, but still he was bound by the shackles of his mother, because he was the only child of his mother, and his mother was alone, a single mother. So he was staying with his mother. Once his mother was going to milk the cow and she was bitten by a snake and she died. Narad Muni, since he had understood the principles of bhakti so nicely from the Vedantis, he took it as a will of the Lord and accepted this. And then after the demise of his mother, he started traveling northwards, and he kept on walking towards the Himalayas, and he passed many rivers, lakes, mountains, and then once he was very tired, so he saw a nice lake, so he took bath there, and there were some fruit trees nearby. He took some prasadam, he plucked some fruits, offered it to the Lord, and he had some prasadam, and he sat down and started chanting the names of the Lord, which were taught to him by the Vedantis. And slowly he went into the state of samadhi, and he was meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, and he could connect to the Lord so nicely that he was able to visualize. The Lord appeared on his heart, the lotus petal of his heart, and he could see the Lord. He can have darshan of the Lord. He was so happy. He was so happy. But suddenly the Lord disappeared. And he became so restless. He tried very hard, very hard to again reach that state. But he couldn't get darshan of the Lord. But still there was a Akashvani. The Lord spoke to him and said, see, in this material body, since you have not yet undergone the full bhakti process, you will not be able to see me again. But you continue your process, and slowly you will become the great Narada Rishi, the Brahma Rishi, the Dev Rishi Narad, and you will be my constant associate. Narad Rishi was very happy, and he continued doing his devotional service. So Narad Rishi, he continued his devotional service, and once there was a lightning, and that lightning struck Narad Rishi, and Narad Rishi left his body. And as soon as he left his body, he immediately got a spiritual body, and he was given place in the heart of Mahavishnu. Because during the partial annihilation, during the night of Brahma, which is 100 years of Brahma, it's the night. 100 years of Brahma is the day, and 100 years of the Brahma is the night. So at that time, the partial annihilation happens, and during that annihilation, the whole world goes back in the Mahat Tattva form, and it goes into the heart of Mahavishnu. So in the heart of Mahavishnu, Brahma, Narada, and the whole universe was compiled, and they were sitting there for 100 years, 100 celestial years, Chatur Yuga. Then later, Narad Rishi, when the new millennium started, when Brahma, in the next day of Brahma, Narad Rishi was born as the son of Brahma, and his name was Narada. Narada means nobody could deny him anything. Narada. Rad means nobody can deny. Whatever he said, everybody. And he was respected everywhere, whether it be demons, whether it be demigods, or anybody. Wherever he went, he was respected. So that's how Narad Rishi and many great devotees, they were disciples of Narad Rishi. Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they were all devotees of Narad Rishi. So Narad Rishi was a great Acharya, and he is coming in the same Sampradaya from where we are coming, Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. And later on in the same Sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appeared, and he also joined the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So we are all very lucky to be in this Sampradaya and get the pure philosophy given by the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So thank you all very much for joining today in today's session. Tomorrow we will be reading about punishment of Aswasthama. Parikshit Maharaj was saved within Uttara's womb. So Aswasthama attacked Parikshit Maharaj when he was in the womb of Uttara, and how Parikshit Maharaj was saved. This pastime we will be discussing tomorrow. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.